Alright, everybody, welcome back to Sonic 4 Episode 2. I'm so bored of this game already.
And now it's time for things to actually get interesting again, level design-wise.
Alright, Jova, I'll lead the playthrough, you can type. Anyway, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're ripping off Sonic 2 again.
Yeah? You must be talking about the ending, because,
No.
Wait a minute, how is this ripping off Sonic 2?
Going back to space right after Wing Fortress. Yeah, the Death Egg, just like in Sonic 2. I mean, yeah, it's not the plane, or Supersonic, but you know what I mean.
That's what you're referring to, okay.
Why did they leave a second escape?
Oh, hi, Metal Sonic! Glad to see you're still in the game.
Because honestly, a lot of Sonic games have gone into space, so I was wondering what's in particular, but yeah. Actually, I do like this level, Death Egg Mark II.
Yeah. This
is one of the better ones of the game.
I'm just gonna have to quote Johnny again. This doesn't really feel like a level, this just feels more like a long, empty hallway towards the boss. There's no actual level design here, I mean, look at this.
Oh, not again!
Oh, here we go!
Oh my god.
See, there's no actual level design here, it's just walking forward and spinning.
Well, it's more so the part when it comes to the fights and as well.
That's my problem, exactly. I mean, this is, remember, Joba, this is a sequel to Sonic 3, and this is the Death Egg that they put after the awesome Death Egg of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Also, are there no enemies in this level?
No.
Why?
Because this level is technically a boss fight level.
Yeah. Remember, everybody, this is supposed to be a sequel to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and yet it's downgrading in so many aspects.
Anywho, the reason I like this level is because of the fights included in it, not because of the level design. I misspoke about that. But yeah, I actually do like this fight. It's a 2-on-2 fight between Sonic, Eggman, Tails, and Metal Sonic. You actually have to avoid both attacks as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like at the end of Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, where you fight both Dracula and Death at the same time.
Kinda. I also like how they actually combine Metal Sonic's boss fight with some things Eggman can do with his Egg-O-Matic in this game. And as you can see, and this is one of the fights where you can't actually just cheese your way using the special abilities, as was shown just recently.
Yeah.
It's like, well, fights like this seem actually intuitive. It's like a combination of a bit of the Sonic CD stuff in that you're endlessly running, but also have to avoid obstacles. And you also have to be wary of Batuo's attacks. And then there's also the fight at the end of the stage, which I like. However, that one you sort of can cheese your way through. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that this is a level that's more focused on the boss fights.
What about you, Shiro? I'm guessing you're not big on this stage considering its nature. Yeah.
I
like,
prefer
oh
the
my
Sonic,
god.
I prefer the Sonic 2 Death Egg. Everyone, Sonic 3, never mind, Sonic 3, ignore me.
This gravity thing.
Don't worry, Teo, nobody they're trying to pull a Super Mario Galaxy, but without the programming awesomeness.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're pulling a Super Mario Galaxy here. Sonic's actually done this sort of concept.
Oh, that's right, never mind, that was a year later. Sorry, my bad.
Bit too early there.
Alright, so yeah, thanks game for telling me that I should use this ability here, because I'm too stupid, so thank you.
Yeah. This game has those teamwork signs up the wazoo.
It's the last level of the game. Seriously? I'm not allowed to actually think for myself yet?
What now? Oh.
Now we're ripping off Sonic CD.
Yeah, that's that's the Sonic Metal Sonic battle music, not right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a rip-off so much as an homage. There's a difference between ripping off and paying homage to something, Pedro.
Honestly, Jova, I would be fine with this if it wasn't for the fact that we already had this a year before this. And much better, by the way.
In Sonic Generations?
Yes.
What's this counter for, anyway?
I agree that it was done a lot better in Sonic Generations. I'm just saying that this still comes off as more of an homage as opposed to a ripoff. And yeah, I don't like how they make it so easy that you can just cheese through it with the with the position 69 one.
Okay.
Well, Metal Sonic's dead. That was a fight.
Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, it's a cute reference, but I wish they could have fleshed that out more. Shame.
Okay, so that happened. And now Death Egg MK2 Zone
The
boss.
beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end for what exactly?
This
The beginning of the end of this game.
No, Shiro. That was 2 years after this.
Wait, it was?
That boon.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's a completely different franchise.
No, but that's the thing, Joe. But that's the thing, Joe.
Whoa.
Critics don't care. Critics still.
Is that a robot heart?
Critics still. Yes, the Death Egg's heart. Get it?
It's disturbing.
What? It's just your everyday floating machinery heart.
Anyway, Jova, that's the problem, Jova. Critics don't care, or even probably not even aware that this is. They're just considered a shitty Sonic game that broke out the momentum of Colors and Generations.
Those are critics. Why should we care, considering how game critics?
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Like Wachowski is, Jova.
Yeah, that's the problem, Jova. Critics matter because they create the reputation around the franchise, and if the franchise doesn't have a good reputation, it's gonna get damaged as a result of it. You know, like
what?
Sonic. That's the problem. Sonic was already recovering his reputation in 2010, 2011, and then Lost World had to come and screw things up. And then was a
Wait, hold on. Lost World didn't outright screw things up. Lost World just... I mean, honestly, critics didn't even really respond that badly to Lost World, save for GameSpot.
IGN did.
And on...
IGN responds badly to everything.
Yeah.
You're trying to use IGN as an example, Pedro.
No, I'm not.
You should know better than that.
I'm just saying that that's the problem, Joe. The Rose of Lyric destroyed Sonic's reputation again, so...
The thing about
it's
colors,
official.
it was polarizing among everyone, so I don't think colors is a good example.
Yeah, actually, Pedro, to give game critics this credit, surprisingly, a lot of them actually do recognize that Boom is the start of a sub-franchise.
Show me one.
Okay.
Right now. Do it.
By the way, I hate this boss battle because the more hits you give it, the more electric things it has, and it's fucking annoying. This is another problem I have with. I have with modern Sonic games that are not Generations. Like, these games don't know the difference between challenging the player and annoying the player. Like, this is just...
Colors does.
Colors is easy as shit. Colors is not challenging.
No, Colors does have a few challenging levels, especially the challenge levels.
Well, those are the challenge levels.
Exactly, so Colors does know when to challenge you.
Oh.
Anyway.
How many hits does it have?
How many, Jova?
I believe it has 8 or 16.
By the way, what the hell is the point of this sequence where we have to wait for him to do this little thing, spinning thing?
Cinematic experience.
Oh, of course. So my problem with that shield is that it makes it really hard to... Because it's very easy to try to 619 that shield and then get hit because of something that might be like that. There you go. It's not even a problem with this boss in general. Like the whole thing is just very annoying because you have to you can't even properly focus because you have to be mindful of every single electric bolt thingy. Yeah.
And watch out for when it goes spastic electric.
It's still not done. Alright. Yay, more electric things. Now I have to wait, because I love to wait in my Sonic games. See, this is my problem. Again, it goes back to the pacing shit that I said. In the older games, I could always beat the bosses fast, depending on how good at the game I was. In here, I'm literally
Unless it's the Lava Reef Zone boss.
Okay, fine. Aside from that boss. But you know what I mean. In here, there's way too much waiting involved. Seriously.
Agreed.
The thing about the original Sonic boss fights is that you could tell pretty much what to do straight away, but this you have to wait your turn and possibly die just to figure out what you have to do.
Also, what the fuck is going on in the background?
This is some generation
charging
stuff.
up.
So yeah,
no more rings.
So yeah, can you imagine how nervous I am right now? Yeah, what past me says.
So did you actually...
Don't worry, I edited it back to the last tip.
Keen.
Yes. Ah!
Yeah.
See, how was I supposed to know that was gonna happen there? Like, it happened way too fast. Jesus.
It's what Shiroi said, it becomes spastic with electricity.
There is a bit of a tiny warning. The problem is that it's in the background, as you said, and there's so much going on in the background that it's hard to spot.
Yeah.
Do you remind you of a certain final boss?
Ugh. Well, at least that's over. I'm sorry I'm not very enthusiastic in this part, everybody, but I'm just kind of tired of this game. I just want it to fucking end.
So, how will be the ending?
The ending, Daryl, might actually just be the most underwhelming ending in the history of Sonic games.
Wow.
Just to get, keep in mind, Theo, I have all the emeralds, so we can use the. Oh, you have to get one of the emerald stuff because I'm not even kidding. It's the exact same ending, regardless of whether or not you catch all the emeralds. The emeralds are completely irrelevant, right, Jova?
You do get supersonic.
Wait, what?
No, I mean story-wise. Yep, that's the ending.
Yeah, that was the ending.
The usual stuff, just like in Sonic 2.
Like in the first game.
Actually, Tia, there is a sequel hook, technically.
There's not a sequel hook whatsoever. Like, there's nothing. I mean, the only difference between getting the emeralds and not getting the emeralds is that if you get the emeralds, you don't get the try again thing.
I'm not talking about the emeralds. I'm talking about, you remember how they put the end in question marks as well as how there was also
that was
found
removed from the game, though, I believe, wasn't it?
They do?
No.
No, apparently it was found hard-coded in the original, and another image was found hard-coded into the game.
Allow me to quote.
That was the to be continued thing. I believe that they still keep the end question marks thing there.
Allow me to
However, yeah, I mean, technically the emeralds don't really give a sequel hook or anything. However, there is the whole thing about the Death Egg Mark II not being dealt with, and there was actual talk, and there was actual official word of there being a Sonic 4 episode 3, which was all the sequel hook you needed.
Yeah, but since this game didn't set the world on fire, they kind of quietly stopped making it. I mean, if Sonic 4 Episode 3 was indeed being made, we've already heard about it, so it's been 3 years, so I'm gonna assume there isn't one.
We actually did hear about it, but yeah, you're right. Development probably got halted because, you know, episode of Sonic 4 at this point was kind of the sinking ship.
People wanted an actual Sonic 4.
The ending of Sonic 06 was more satisfying than this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yep.
Alright, final thoughts. It's better than episode 1, but I'm gonna have to agree with Johnny. Not by much. It's the physics are fixed, yes, but the level design is still forgettable, and the music is terrible. The graphics are great, but yeah, it's like physics are fine, but the level design is still episode 1, like Johnny said. So yeah, unless it's Wing Fortress, Sky Fortress. It's a mediocre game, Joa.
Yeah, I think that it is much better than episode 1. Unfortunately, that doesn't really say that much in the long run of things. I like it infinitely better, and I do like how the physics are actually back in place. What I don't like is the wasted potential and how some of the bosses are executed. I like the boss designs, but stuff like the eggplant one and how it makes you wait. Yeah, like Pedro said, that sucks. I mean, I do like how they troll you in some places, though. That is cool. This game does present a lot of neat ideas, especially the team mechanic with Tails. But unfortunately, they sort of push those up to the wazoo and sort of basically push in your face, hey, you need to use this. I like the stuff with Metal Sonic. It's like I say, as a sequel, honestly, this feels lackluster as a sequel, and honestly, if it had been like the start of Sonic 4, I think it would have worked out better for that, because this feels more like a complete different fresh start as opposed to a sequel. I mean, yeah, technically improved stuff, but alas, it still comes with its detriments. I like it, and I guess I would recommend it. But honestly, I'm not going to say that it's some of the best.
I
In
wouldn't
fact,
recommend
I'd
it
say
at all
it's
because
quite
there are much better 2D platformers out there to buy on Xbox 360 or PS3. So,
if you're really into Sonic, I guess I could sort of recommend this, but only if you're really curious. I mean, you're not really missing much by skipping this game or episode 1. So yeah, nothing remarkable, but it's okay.
Shiroi.
Can we have an actual Sonic 4, please?
Well, Shiroi,
that's all I have to say.
Well, Shiroi, Sonic Advance was kind of that, when you think about it.
Yeah, true.
True, I love Sonic Advance. I still love Sonic Advance. So
Well,
I'll just play that and call it Sonic 4.
Is that your final thoughts? Nothing else?
Yes.
Okay, Teo, final thoughts.
What you said, plus the fact that this game gave me seizure due to how some of the stages were structured, and the fact that the ending is, man, it doesn't involve, doesn't
lack
make
thereof.
me. Yeah. Overall, it doesn't capture me and involve me to play it. Unlike, for example, Unleashed did. So no, I'm not giving it a fair
yeah,
chance.
definitely. Unleashed actually had passion put into it. This just feels like a cash-in.
Wow, even
It is a
Game
match.
Informer recognizes that Sonic Boom's a spin-off.
Anyway, everybody, see you in the next part.
Just because it's a spin-off, it doesn't
Yeah.
give it any sort of redemption.
See you, everybody.
I know. I'm just
It's a
glad
Sonic
that
game.
Jova
I
off.
proved my-
We're still Jova. Let me stop recording first.
See you next time,
everybody.
folks.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.